Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, everybody, to CIO Podcast. On this episode of Is This Legit, we're going to take a look at this invoice right here. So let's dive in. This is an invoice from a firm called Internet Networx. And you can see it's for listing. Domain/website was listed here. This is our client was listed here properly. The amount for $194. And the accounts payable address here was absolutely correct. Again, here's the domain name. Here's the website. We can see here that the address, the receiving department actually did receive this. I shouldn't say receiving department, but accounts payable received this and stamped it received and then sent it to their payments person for payables. Total due for annual renewal, $194. And make payment here. And of course, they'd be more than happy to take your credit card. And down at the bottom, just the final remit payment, again, with a contact us. So exactly what is this invoice? I think more importantly, we need to understand what it's not. And nowhere in this invoice did it actually talk about, does it actually talk about the hosting services or domain registration? So even at $200 a year, neither of those services are covered under this invoice. So let's scan it one more time just to make sure. So we can see here, there's nothing here. It just says annual renewal for listing. For listing. Let's remember that. And there's nothing here. And this is just the address page. There's absolutely nothing here of interest to us regarding our website hosting. So what exactly is this for? This is going to be one of the telling components, right? This is what we need to figure out. So if we look at the invoice, where is it, over here? Yeah. Let's bounce over and now take a look at the website for this company. So we can see up top here, Internet Networx, and here's the actual domain name, internetnetworx.net. Notice one, not really a clue, but one kind of thing that bugs me these days, it's not a secure website, and they're not forcing all of their traffic over to HTTPS. So that's kind of an indicator. Secondly, so on their homepage, they say find local businesses near you. Okay. Well, here's a Starbucks listed in North Carolina. Here's Petco listed in North Carolina. Here's Walmart in South Carolina. Here's Target in North Carolina. So obviously they're picking on some of these Carolina areas. But notice this Starbucks is in Raleigh, North Carolina. Certainly not corporate, so it must just be a storefront. But, let's dig in a little bit further. Let's go look at Florida. I have not been on this particular page, so this is new to me. Taking a little while to load, so the site's not totally responsive. Now that's going to come into play in a minute. Altamonte Springs. All right, so they've got some churches here, it looks like. Lots of churches. And here's a dental company. So we click on that and it takes us to their website. That's great. But let's be Forest City. All right, here's another church. Great. Lots of churches. Here's a plastic surgery company. Weird, it took us right back to the top of the page. And that's the dental company. All right, so what we're getting here, if we kind of go back and look at the invoice again, listing. So we are paying $200 a year for our website to be listed on this website. Now, from an SEO perspective, From an SEO perspective, that seems kind of expensive unless the backlinks are really, really good. And I'm not going to dive into that. That's a whole nother video. So make sure that you double check with your SEO experts before you pay this invoice if you ever see anyone like this. And as word of thumb goes true, one of our other videos up here was a false shipping notice. I'll link it up here. It was from Amazon. We've since seen that one for eBay and another vendor too. I'm not particularly sure, but check out that video if you want to see a bogus email shipping piece. But this one in particular is only for listing your website in their directory. So make sure you know what you're buying. If you like this content, please be sure to like and subscribe, and leave us a comment down below and let us know anything that you would like us to look into. I know several of our viewers have already started sending us spam emails and stuff like that to analyze, and we love that stuff. So please send it, send it, send it. There's an email address down below, or you can find us over on Facebook or LinkedIn. You can message us on either of those platforms if you're having trouble getting it to us, because obviously if you're sending us spam messages, it may or may not go through. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.